Welcome back to CityLine. Yes, it's already started on the comfy couch. I have the pleasure and the privilege of speaking with two individuals who are here and making me laugh from Tacoma Musical Playhouse. Jon Douglas Rake, you are still the artistic director at Tacoma Musical Playhouse.
Yep.
And I don't know if I should congratulate you or help you.
Maybe both.
Both. There
Yeah.
we go. Absolutely. And this wonderful soul next to you, Lexi Barnett. When Jon, when you were in the green room, Jon said, "It is so lovely to have a co-producer like her," and I know what that means. And you are also a choreographer. Thank you for sharing your time, talent, and treasure with us.
Thanks for having me.
Because you do. So, Mr. Rake, what's coming up at Tacoma Musical Playhouse?
It's our holiday production of Cats. Now,
What?
Yeah, Cats doesn't seem like a real holiday production, but we always choose something that's great for the whole family.
Yes.
And we are actually throwing in bits of Christmas holiday junk in the junkyard. So there'll be Christmas balls to bat around with the cats.
Oh,
So it's going to be
my.
a little change and a little fun.
You know, I have to ask the question: do the cats climb the trees?
One
And
of them
write
did.
them down?
I don't know,
yeah. There's an idea.
yeah.
This is a great poster, and I always love to point out the posters because the posters are works of art. So, Lexi, you're co-directing this. How is this working, or how does this work? Oh my, look at that. That is quite the picture. So how is it to co-direct this?
Oh, it's really easy with Jon. I had the privilege of being in this production of the pictures that we have about 12 years ago. And we collaborated on the choreography quite a bit that time. And
Yes.
so it's fun to kind of resurrect that choreography 12 years later. And we just work really easy together. We were saying that the other day that, you know, there's no ego at play or, you know, my idea versus your idea. It's our idea and
Yeah.
I love collaboration. That's one of the things that I love about theater. So it's a joy.
Well,
It's fun.
and you and your partner are family at TMP. I mean, I want to expand upon that. Jon trusts you. Jeff trusts you. You understand the magic that TMP is known for, and you recreate that when you are in the theater. I mean, when you sit here and talk about choreography that was relevant all those years ago, and you can still remember it, hallelujah.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm like, that is incredible. So would you say, yes, Manda, that's correct if I said you've directed and choreographed this show before?
I was in the assisting role as
You
the
were-
dance captain last time around.
There-
But I have for Camp TMP, we did with our high schoolers in 2014, and I did direct and resurrect the choreography back then.
What
so.
was that like with high schoolers?
It attracted a lot of really talented high schoolers that year who thought this is my one chance to do Cats. So it was pretty amazing.
This is my one chance to sing like Betty Buckley.
Yeah.
As everybody in the audience crosses their fingers and say, "Can you really sing like
Yes,
Betty Buckley?"
exactly. That's what they say.
That's what they say. So what's different this time besides, can you really sing like Betty Buckley?
For me, one of the differences is I remember as a cast member last time, a lot of the theater community wondering, could we pull this off? And so a
Yes.
lot of actors saying like, I'm not going out for that show. I don't want to be a part
It's
of a
cursed.
disaster or something. Yes. But this year, the amount of the talent that we have of the actors that have come out for this show is just really incredible, and the maturity of those people. So that's been really fun to get to work with people who are, you know,
Mature.
Yeah, mature.
So for people who perhaps do not know the story of Cats, would you narrate us, tell us what it's all about?
So it takes place in a junkyard, and once a year there's this thing called the Jellicle Ball. And all the cats come hoping that one cat will be picked to be reborn into a new life. You know, cats have 7 lives.
That's right.
And so that's basically what it is. Each number kind of introduces different cats, which are fun. They all have their different personalities, and then at the end, the one cat is chosen.
Rises
to
up.
go through the Jellicle Moon on our set and be reborn to a new life.
I love this. So, okay, Jon, now you're on the hot seat. How did you pick this show? And you did mention the Junkyard's going to have some holiday theme in it, but I don't know if I want to ask, how did you pick it or why?
Well, I picked it, number one, because of the family element, that I want families to bring their kids and their grandkids and everything to see this. And I think that anybody who loves cats will just get a kick out of it. And I picked it because it hasn't been available to be done by community theaters for a long time, because it's been out on tour for so long.
Oh.
So it finally became available, and I grabbed the chance to do it again.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And much to the chagrin of other people who are going, don't grab that play. You grabbed it.
I did.
which was good. So this play is set heavy. It's costume heavy. It's music heavy. And so when did you start rehearsing Cats for the holiday season?
We started at the beginning of October.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay.
So we cast in August, early August.
That's what I heard. August you cast. And then of course handed out the parts, took measurements, and then said, okay, come October, meet me back here, and we're going to tap dance our way through this.
Exactly, yeah.
And are you tap dancing in this?
No, I'm not, but I did the tap choreography.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's all I need to know. So if that's not enough, what else is coming up for the holiday season, Mr. Jon?
We have always a wonderful big band concert of Christmas music, and that sells out every year. And then we also have a sing-along with Santa.
Yes.
It's the first opportunity for a lot of kids to come and actually sit on Santa's lap and tell them what they want for Christmas. And it's a fun morning of entertainment. They sing with Santa, and they sing with the elves and Mrs. Claus, and then they get to tell Santa what they want. And then we also...
With no crazy lines.
With no crazy lines,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, you mean
it's really nice.
as in lines they speak or lines they line up in?
Lines you line up in.
Oh,
if
thank you.
If you go see.
They're not around the block. And then we have our honor camp this year that normally we do a Charlie Brown Christmas, but we weren't able to get that show this year, sadly. So we're doing Frozen Junior, which is a smaller, cut down version of Frozen the musical.
My goodness.
And it's all done with our high school Camp TMP kids that have done some of our camps. They all audition. I guess there were 60-some kids auditioning for this, and there's a cast of 29.
60 some odd kids tried out, and there's a cast of 29.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I sit here with my mouth hanging open as a parent whose child grew up in theater. So when you say 60 kids tried out and 29 made it, I think, oh my gosh, those parents that had to give the news to those kids of, not this time, but maybe later on. And that's all part of the joy of theater, of understanding
part of learning,
that.
right.
So what is new at the Playhouse?
We have a brand new sound system.
What?
It's all installed, and it is so good. It's crystal clear. Everybody can hear. We're not completely finished. We have a few more things that we're going to add. Our assisted hearing system didn't work with the new system, so we have to get a new one of that. And that's on back order, unfortunately, but that's coming in. And then we have some other monitors and things like that. But the audiences are raving over this sound system. And it's Broadway quality. It's the same systems that they use in Broadway theaters in New York.
Wow, that is impressive. So,
Right.
so how did you raise money to pay for this outrageous, beautiful sound system?
Well, we did a whole bunch of fundraisers. When we did Escape to Margaritaville, we did Cheeseburgers in Paradise. But then our patrons just lovingly gave us a lot of donations, and we raised over $100,000 in 2 months.
Oh, say it again.
$100,000 in 2 months.
That's new math.
It's
Boy, that's incredible.
Unbelievable. I mean, we were amazed, but it allowed us to have that system in for our 30th season.
I love that. So when you said 30th season, and yes, this is your 30th season.
It is.
So if I ask you what main stage production you are most excited about this season, what would you say?
I cannot wait for Jersey Boys. I have waited so long for this show, and it's not available to a lot of theaters, and I fortunately was able to get the rights to do this show.
You have wild, wicked ways, I hear.
I have friends in high places.
You do have friends in high places. And I cannot wait to see this also, because I have my favorites of young men that grace your stage, being like Ryan and Jersey Boys. How do we get tickets for upcoming shows?
You can call the box office or go online at www.tmp.org.
I love that.
And or you can even go on Facebook, and then there's a link that goes to the ticket sale page.
Thank you both for being here today and talking about this season. And I can't wait to hear what's coming up in the spring. So let's have a date sooner than later.
Sounds great to me.
All right. We'll be right back with more CityLine.